circuits on or off? Welcome back to Clinical Meets Biblical. Today we're in my car real quick to talk about more indicators. If you saw the short about indicators, this one's in a longer version to talk about relational circuits too. We're all made to be in relationships in healthy ways. Part of our design is a neurological system with the circuits almost like the circuits and indicators in the car. Almost. It'll work for an object reference for now. Within our neurological system are relational circuits that can be turned off or turned on. To stay in healthy connection with God and with one another, our relational circuits need to stay on. Sadly, though, anxiety, fear, panic, discouragement, being overly tired, overwhelmed, or confused can turn these off. Hearing or listening or watching emotionally upsetting content can also turn these off. That means that if you listen or read about emotionally intense or upsetting things in other people's lives, whether real or scripted, that could turn the button off. But how do you know when it's on or off? Here's 7 ways to tell if your relational circuits are off and 7 ways to help you turn the circuits back on so you can connect again. First, the ways to notice if your relational circuits are off. First, you just want to make the problem, the person, or the feeling just go away. 2, you don't want to listen to what someone is feeling or saying. 3, your mind is locked onto something upsetting. 4, you don't want to be connected to someone you usually like or to whom you normally want to be connected. 5, you want to fight, get away, freeze, or go numb. 6, you want to appease the other person just so they will go away or the conversation will stop. 7, you get intense, aggressive, you judge, interrogate, or you try to fix somebody. When any of those 7 things are true for you, your relational circuits are most likely off. I know, yuck. I can actually feel this happening to me once I learned about those indicators, so hopefully you can too. After I've had multiple sessions or I read case files or help a trainee with their cases, my relational circuits can turn off. This is a natural response to tell us we just need some recovery time. So when you see any of those indicators, please wait to have any deep talk until you turn your relational circuits back on. Everything related to relational connections or conflict will turn out better when your relational circuits are back on. So, how can you get back to being relational and wanting connection? You know, that feeling of being glad to be with somebody? Well, here's 7 options, and be sure to try your own options as well too. 1, sometimes just taking a break for 30 to 60 minutes from the situation will allow the circuits to turn back on. Number 2, breathing and other calming exercises that engage your brain and body can help. 3, deliberate interactive gratitude when it's experienced and expressed may help. Colossians 2:7 says, "Let your lives overflow with thanksgiving for all he has done." You can do this by thinking of one thing you appreciate, then take a few seconds to reflect on what you appreciate until you feel genuine feelings well up. Then notice what your body is feeling too as that's welling up. Give what you appreciate a 1 to 2 word name. Then express this out loud. As James says, to express it out loud. And you want to hear the brain sharing it and the soul feeling it. 4, bring in humor. Now, this can't be self-deprecating humor. It needs to be healthy humor to actually be helpful. 5, experience God's presence. Ask God to remind you of a time when he was with you. Or say, "Show me a time when you're with me, God, but I didn't notice you." Or ask him, "Where are you right now?" Show me you are with me right now, God. 6, experience God's presence. Identify what you're anxious or fearful about and say, "God, I'm afraid that." Tell him what you'd like him to do about it. Then say, "God, I sure would like for you to." Then tell him what you are thankful for. "God, thank you for." And then ask God, "What do you want me to know right now?" And then listen carefully, because God speaks in so many different ways. And now one last possible option to bring your relational circuits back on. Number 7, receive comfort from another person or from God. You do that by identifying what hurts and then expressing this to God. Ask Jesus 3 questions and wait for a response. 1, Jesus, do you understand my pain? 2, Jesus, when did you experience something like this? 3, how do you feel for me about this, Jesus? If you're wanting comfort from another person, here's responses to pain that actually do comfort. Tell me about it. I want to understand. I can see that hurt. I'm sad you're hurting. I feel hurt this happened. I appreciate you telling me how you're feeling. Thank you. Pain plus comfort with emotional attunement equals increased capacity to manage stress, peace, joy, and relational circuits being turned back on. What have you noticed about yourself and what helps you reset? You'll know that your relational circuits are back on when you want to have connection in healthy ways from healthy people. So is that helpful? Please share your helpful comments and leave a helpful question. If you like that, then share and subscribe. I'm going to head off, so bye for now.